What's up, guys? SweetPeteMMA here. Just wanted to do a UFC end of the year review. Some interesting topics. I'm trying to do a Sweet Pete MMA minute here, so we'll try to do it quick. Let's start off that we have two heavyweight champions. The actual heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou, has one fight left on his contract with plans on moving on, possibly outside of the UFC. This is due to frustrations because of how he's been treated by the UFC. Francis' anger towards the UFC is clear, considering they made the interim heavyweight title about 4 months before he won his title. Speaking on the heavyweight, Stipe Miocic, the UFC is record holding the most title defenses ever, still is without a fight after his loss to Francis. The UFC rankings, they are subjective in terms of how and who makes them. It's clear as day Sean O'Malley is a top 5 bantamweight fighter, yet he just cracked the top 15. Speaking about the talented dynamic striker, Sean O'Malley, he stated by him on his own podcast that he is in an open relationship with his wife and the mother to his 1-year-old daughter. It's interesting. He stopped smoking marijuana approximately 3 weeks prior to his fights because the munchies are for real. And it's impossible not to eat when you have the munchies. His words, not mine, but this is something I can attest to and is seriously true. Sean O'Malley openly discusses going for tugs regularly, but versus his counterparts, he truly enjoys the massage aspect prior to his happy endings. Again, Sean O'Malley's words on his podcast. Mr. O'Malley is just as methodical with his approach to getting a rub and tug as he is to training, his diet, and overall fight preparations. He is a serious threat to the bantamweight division. However, he also suggested and discussed his difficulties making weight as an almost 6 foot tall man in the 135 bantamweight division. Making weight is a struggle. His most recent weight wasn't so bad for his most recent fight, but the prior ones have been. And as he gets older, grows into his body, it looks like 145 is inevitable. He thinks he has 2 more fights than the title. Aljamain Sterling, still the title holder, and doesn't have a fight booked. Nothing to defend his title. That he won via disqualification in about that, where he was hit with an illegal knee by Peter Yan, and he dramatized the effects of this illegal knee, which led him to winning the belt back on March 6th of this year. Still no plans, no timeline officially set for his return to fight number 1 contender Peter Yan, who just beat Corey Sandhagen in a hell of a fight. Let's talk about the UFC featherweight, Alexander Volkanovski. He is still the UFC's most underappreciated champ. Only one loss dating back to 2013. It was via head kick. Other than that, he's undefeated. Undefeated in the UFC. Let's give some respect to this man. And finally, guys, John Jones and Conor McGregor, if you looked at them lately, have you seen their pictures? They both appear to be on steroids. Their enormous physiques suggest that. There is no planned dates or opponents for their returns. That is Sweet Pete's long MMA minute, but everything that happened, stuff in the news, just trying to fill you guys in a few minutes anyways. You can watch my videos. I'll try to do more of these. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all the support. 2022 is going to be a much better year. I'll have the content coming out, and I will see you all next year.